ngiamba gukinye hau yajia dayo kama wa mugai mujiro mochene chat amaniwe nawe dayo now umuthi ni odinde ni mai na mai ni makiuye maingi ni meigagira ni marekordaga kuria magerete ni uri umuthi ndakiuga ni odinde what you call Wednesday ni wetatu ni muthenya wathagwo ni communication commerce nikionaga thoko nyingi course cia muthenya wa umuthi Wednesday ti ati ni coincidence a lot of markets will be on a Wednesday kuri thayo ucio ni Njenga wa Muthaka. Njenga wa Muthaka ni mumbui wa mbari ya Mbu. Njenga wa Muthaka ni endete andu. Njenga wa Muthaka ni endetwo ni andu. Njenga wa Muthaka riu ri terms and conditions. So tutirigaine na ni nyendete muno ukona kindu gitagwo state of the nation. You know we have a state of the nation address na ni nyenda ukona state of the soul group alert or or murida kumita every week once, whether it's a Monday or a Wednesday, whichever day it is. We like to have what we call a state of the nation for the soul group nigetha umenye uria kuhana any ndwagikore utwaritwo ni makumbi aka I don't want you to get washed under the currents. You have to be good swimmers in these esoteric waters, these clouds. Now so wa Muthaka agaikara uguo agacoka agaisemania na rugano, what you call mythology and stories. And so this state of the nation, I'll be addressing some of the things you should be careful about mutureini waku. Now tene na titene muno rutirugano ni ati we ni uwi tutabite guthie muno ati kuri andu aria makoragwo mamuritwo nio aguthi kuruta magongona. There are those people who are supposed to lead when it comes to rituals, communal rituals. Guthi mugumo-ini ni kuri aria mako mamuritwo ati acio nio mangitongoria ruriri guthi kuruta magongona mau kana gutongoria ruriri maundu maria mekaga ni mukimonaga mekirite uniform na maundu mangi ta mau ni thayo. Now always take your fruits with seeds because you have seeds. Now seeds, that frequency of seed, Njenga wa Muthaka tiga guthie Njenga wa Muthaka, stick to the topic. Tigana na mbegu no reke ndimai cia mbegu cia mbugu to ni cioka mbegu mbugu njoke nyitithanie to ndina mwana wakwa na ni waruta wira ri no nyitithanie na kira kiria ni thayo. Tiga kuria matunda matari mbegu to ni ukuhuka. Mbegu mbugu mbegu mbegu bag, that frequency, bagging something. I bagged some cash. Mbegu bage, okay? That frequency is a frequency of attaining something. When we are talking of a seed, onogemetua githungu, what is to seed? To seed is to plant. Okay, where they succeed. So hena seed. So that frequency of seeds is the frequency of attaining something. Succeed. Seeding. Seceding. Conceding. There's give and take. Seed. Ino yotume kira kia mbegu tikio tuma. No tugikiuga ni kuri mbegu njega na ni kuri mbegu njuru. Kuri andu akuhingisa ruriri na ni kuri andu akurunga ruriri. Mbegu ni cia mithemba mingi. Ni kuri mbegu hybrid. Tikwisi kwina mbegu GMO na ni kuri organic seed. We should be dealing with the organic seeds because organic is connected to nature. We don't need to be having GMO. Seers and practitioners of spirituality. We don't need that. We don't need GMO seeds. Now, to the GMO ni genetically modified. We are all GMOs. We have all been eating GMO food. We have all been eating GMO information. We have all been eating, feeding from GMO religions. We have all been. So we are all GMO'd. I'm not saying that we are pure. But once you know, soul group ni moi, na no comment how, when you know what you are doing, you are powerful, you can comment there. Now, aria mathia mugumo-ini makoragwo andu macaguritwo, andu mamuritwo, andu makinyite ikiro gukinyanira. Na gukinyanira ni uragerera through trials, aka you are being tested. Do you qualify for that? Ni ukinyaga makinya maria makinyaga, ni ukinyaga nginyo icio cia gukinyo ukore uthingite gutongoria ruriri magongona-ini ma uthingu, magongona-ini ma gukinyanira. We wi mukinyaniru nigetha uhote gukinyaniria andu aya, nigetha umakinyirie ndumiriri, ucoke umakinyukithie makinye haria ri. We ni uthuite tondu tukiugaga yathua ndongoria citingikinyira nyeki. Allegory. Okay, this is the case of the blind leading the blind. Now, man is made in the image of God. Uguo ni kuga ukiruta magongona no nginya uthi uhana ta Ngai nigetha ukorwo ugikinyira Ngai. Tukiuga uhana ta Ngai tutirauga uhana ta Ngai tondu Ngai ndahana maitho maya makuonaga na mwiri ngana uguo uiguaga. Nikio cokaga ibuku-ini ukauga ati he works in mysterious ways. So for you to go before God, you have to go in a mysterious way. You have to go through mysticism. You have to go through mystery. You have to go through mystic. You have to go through magic. You have to go through rituals. You have to go through things that you cannot understand in this physical body that you are in. Okay? So now, since you're dealing with mystics, since you are dealing with a mysterious God who works in a mysterious way, so you need to communicate in a mysterious way, you have to learn how to do those things. For you to work in a mysterious ways, for you to perform magic, you're performing magic every day, whether you know it or you don't know it. You're doing rituals every day, whether you know it or you don't know it. But for you to get to that position, there's a way you're supposed to be prepared. When oe, ati ugenda kuhaka rangi nyumba, no nginya ucarie nguo iria utarikiraga ngana overall. Tondu nguo iria urahaka nayo rangi ndungienda ugie rangi, ndungienda igie madoadoa. Shout out to the madoadoa. Okay, so now you take precautions to take care of your clothing. You don't want a paint to splash on you. Ni urekira gamu. Andu amaka rangi ngari. Shout out to all the Luo people who do good body works. Na do matamau. I am not wishing anyone to go and have their car body work done on their car. So you know they go and do job. They mask that body. They mask that car. Nigetha ndikage rangi kuria kundu kungi. So we urathi gongoni riri ri wa mbere no wau no ukorwo protecting yourself. Okay, the spirit world does not play. So you are protecting yourself. For you to be, and you know this, for anything to work, you need constant input of work. Wahada kindu no nginya, before you do it, prepare the soil. Till the soil, whether itiga. Urehe thumu. Weje marima. Uhade ura kwagirire the spacing, stikaninanire irio. Uremire. Uhade the right timing, ndwathi kuhanda gutari na mbura. That is wastage. Mbegu no ciure. Nigetha ugethe, uhande the right seed, iciare inya. So the same way you do things on the physical, even on the spiritual, you need to spiritually prepare. Hakuna mahali kuna laziness. It's constant work. The same way if you need something to manifest here, you need to put in constant work. In the spiritual world, you need to put in constant work. AKA, knowing what you're doing. It's not about putting in the work. It's knowing what you're doing. It's not what to do. It's how you're doing. Now, tuigue mbegu ingi o tugithiaga. Andu aya mathi haria mugumo-ini riu, tondu ni marenda gukorwo makuhiririe Ngai ri, ni mendaga kuhananio muno nao Ngai. Na nikio onaga even in your daily lives, the people, places and things you attach to the unknown, what you call God, you call them holy places. Ndurenda mundu anagenda wacha kupiga kelele, unajua hapa tuko kwa kanisa. Who said God doesn't like people speaking in their places? But I'm giving you an example. Ule ni pastor. Ule unaona akona white collar, ule ni pastor, unafaa kumheshimu. So that shows you that there's a certain way those people are supposed to behave. As a pastor, wachungaji, mutungatĩrie hau. Shout out to Tony Matiko. All the way from Njoro. Big brother right there, heading a huge congregation. Now, that integrity that you see in religion, in churches, in church leaders, in the people who you have anointed, the priests, the priests, the high priests, the torch bearers, the prophets, the seers, all those people are supposed to act in a certain way because you are giving them energy, or you are giving them that entitlement to be leading your rituals, whatever they are. Whether it's in a church, that's still a ritual. You have crosses, you have candles, you have hymns, you're speaking in Latin, your church is facing a certain direction, the doors are looking a certain way, you have arches, all those are rituals. I don't care about your rituals. Thou shalt not throw stones at Jegawa Mudaka. Thou shalt not hate. Thou shalt take the message and go with it. Okay? I do not agree to any of your terms and conditions. Now, it's a good orange. It's a good orange. Very juicy with a lot of seeds. I like juicy stories. I like juicy life. Juicy friendships. Friendships that don't dry up. You know what I'm saying? Now, adwasi yori. When you are taking your kirutu magogona, unigua magogona mama mavataraga kindu gitagwo mburi ya mwiri umwe. Hedwa mburi ya mwiri umwe. Niki, because we want something so spotless to the point this goat, this thing has no spots. You go to the Catholics, they have white, pure cotton tablecloths, or what you can call altar cloths that they use. Crispy white. You look at their holy grail. When the priest is holding his holy grail, the handkerchief that they use to wipe after sipping the blood of their Lord. Purely white. So you want something that is spotless. Something pure. In other words, nikyo rada mburi ya mwiri umwe tondurona ni pure. Ati ogoro mburi yo ni arangi muiru, ni jiru chi. Dugiona guoyo mo wa white. It's not like me. When you look at me closely as a handsome man, you can see I have some white hair on my eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? This is only happening to handsome people. If you don't gas yourself, who will? You have to be your biggest fan. You have to learn how to create happiness, okay? Don't wait for someone to come and tell you you're handsome. Tell yourself and believe it. Because when you believe it, no one else can tell you nothing. No one else can tell you you ain't. Because you have faith in yourself. That is why they say, anything you say after I am is powerful. I am handsome in all ways. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Now, this is the point where you share the video. This is the point where you interact. Each one teach one. We are learning from everyone. I'm not better than you. So this is the point to interact in the comment section as you listen to the video. Communicate with each other. I want us to be a soul group. I don't want us to be just watchers. The time for just watchers is gone. So as I'm talking, you can add your points. Someone can add their points. Someone can ask a question. Someone else in the soul group can answer them. Okay? Each one teach one. Teamwork make the dream work. Shout out to the whole subconscious community. Shout out to the whole soul group. Shout out to you. Joki Wagaturi. Amani we nawe. Now, top fans akina Mushene Shet, I see you. Gavago Kenyu, I see you. We just spoke. You know. Now, aikuro bolini na toro ya mwiri omweri. Na wenu yate modro menu we mogogoni wa musiri. As a man first. Wenu othio kabararia moko maku na iguru. Asking for favors. Now, when I'm talking of kuabararia moko, stop seeing the physical hand. You have to go deep esoterically. What is hands? God bless the work of my hands. Yet we know there are people who never use their hands and they are making money. What is to grab something? You grab something with your hands. You grab an opportunity with your hands. You grab that chance with your hands, but you don't go grabbing a chance. You know what I'm saying? So you have to go deep. You have to go deep. You have to go deep. This is a channel where we go deep, and I haven't even started. Now, muthuri yake abararia moko agetira thimo amubina makaniriria nio mategaga ithuĩ nĩ gũthemba mũndũrũme rĩ ekũrĩkia kũgĩa mũciĩ rĩ nĩwe ũtongoragia mũciĩ ũcio, niwe kĩgotho kĩa mũciĩ ũcio, niwe awa, niwe alpha, niwe abba father. You are the farthest thing. Your family is looking you as a father thing, the one who has been there before. You are the head of the family. Nikio tu are the head of the family, the father comes first. He is further away in thought. The woman will be catching the feelings. Nikio turuga ni akwanĩrĩria irathimo. Wewe wa gũthemba thought. You're coming up with the thoughts. You're coming up with the Adam. You're coming up with the masculine, that male, that pushing out of ideas. And your lady, your woman, your spouse is adding the feelings, thoughts and feelings. Adam and Eve, Gekuyu na Mombi, male and female, masculine and feminine, positive and negative. Okay? Now, wakĩgĩa mũciĩ, no ririkane kũgĩa mũciĩ, tũtirari ũhoro wa mũciĩ nyũmba. What is a home? A home can be your bedroom, your whole fourth house around here. That is why you have care. That you say, my heart, I have a caring heart. Anything that is caring is a home. Okay? This home is full of care. Now, greetings, King. Just woke up to find you live. It's live. It's 1:17 a.m. over here. Donna, you are not coming live and went to bed. You know what I'm saying? The reason I didn't go live is because in all those lives, I be doing them when I'm driving to work in the morning. And sometimes when I don't have data, I don't have data. So at night I have to wait until I get home in the evening to do my videos. And it happens. So my apologies for that. But I'm not apologizing. I'm trying. I'm not trying. I'm doing it. I've been going live for 3, 4, 5 years. We never complain about data. So when there's no data, there's no data. Now, wakĩguhera mathia mũgumo-inĩ utongoria magongona. Now ngiaria uhoro wa mũgumo-inĩ tiga kuona mũgumo a physical tree. Mugumo was a shrine. Mugumo tree is a shrine that the Gikuyu would pick and associate their deities, that is where they do their worshipping. So Mugumo is a shrine. Mugumo is an altar. AKA we have those shrines that we have dedicated them to sacrifices on those kind terms and conditions. The same way you have churches, the same way you have branches of churches whereby you have picked some people, some dioceses to head those churches. It's the same way Mugumo na maundu mangĩ ta mau in all communities, not just the Gikuyu, in African spirituality. Now, for example, nĩwathi kũrutĩrwo igongona, nĩwanya nĩwagĩrĩirwo nĩ kũroka handũ igongona. You know, igongona rĩu rĩgĩkĩka rĩ, we nĩwe wĩna bata. Ti mbũri ĩyo, ti mũgongoni, ti acio me kũu, nĩwe we, tondũ we nĩwe igongona. We ũngĩaga gũka ndahĩkio ndĩngĩkĩka, tondũ we nĩwe ũratahĩkio. We ũngĩaga gũka, ona indo ciũke, ona mũgongoni arũgame gũtinda akĩũria mũndũ ũyũ kĩathire kũ? We niwe igongona. Are you getting me? Everything you do as a ritual, without you, it's nothing. You are the ritual. We nĩ ũranyitanĩrio na igongona rĩu. magongona mo mararutanirio muciĩ rĩ ongorwo nĩ hukuroga na kĩ ongorwo nĩ kuhata mĩru na maũndũ marĩa mangĩ mothe whichever it is rĩ niwe we niwe igongona rĩu we ũtarĩ ho hatirĩ igongona. All those other things are things we used, things to be used. We are going to use this goat, we are going to use these things, we are going to use these words that have a certain frequency that are going to be spoken. Megabo, we are going to talk about them like this. In this direction. We are going to use these signs and symbols and sigils all the way to your crosses and your tabernacles. Na vitu kaa hizo. All these are signs and symbols and sigils and crafts. That's why you can make a cross in a wood craft, on an art and craft thing, class or classroom. Now, warikia kumenya we niwe igongona ri, so now you know that for you to go to that kigongona ri, hii no ni kwamba ukorwo witheretie. Most of you ni muthia magongona-ini ukirwo na igongona muthenya fulani, but you don't even take the time to prepare for that thing because you think someone else is going to do it for you. Wiciragia mundu ungi niwe wina wigiriki wa gutongoreria igongona riu. So we ndunetheria, we ndunehariria, we ndunariria ngomi cianyu, we ndunariria whoever you need to communicate to before that thing happens. You didn't go into seclusion, you didn't go into a meditative state. You did remember, where your mind goes, your body goes. Na nikyo hakiri ciaku ciambaga guthie thingira we utathiete, wambaga kuga ni uguthie thingira na uge picture ugithi, and then your body follows. Everything starts in the mind. You are the creators, you are not the creation. Now, you're doing great, King Tayo. Israel is in the house, shout out. So now, since you are the ritual, nikyo ramba gubatara taru niguo andu angi makiuga magongona matina kinyarira ukaigwa igongona riri gucokerwo niki tondu na we ndwambite kwihariria we nduri wakora channel ya Njenga wa Muthaka ambe akwire utanathi kigongona-ini wambe wiharirie all the way to the point. Some people uigwa makiuga ni marenda kwihinga irio ati what are you doing? You know, I'm fasting. Why? I'm fasting because I want this to happen. I'm fasting because I'm praying for this to happen. I'm not telling you to pray, I'm just giving you an example. I'm teaching thou shalt not cast stones at Njenga wa Muthaka. Okay, now, so since you are fasting, since you are preparing, since you are going to the mountain, since you are going to pray for 40 days and 40 nights, since you are going to stay up all night praying, since you are going to go to Kesha, since you are doing all those things, how comes when it comes to culture you are not preparing in any way? Wenda uthie mbugu-ini utehariirie, wenda uthie kurutirwo igongona ria ndahiki utehariirie, wiona urairie ukinyua kane. You know, you love the power of the jigo, you are dancing with one. Yeah, you are in low night. Cha. Gakura modo tutirainuka. Nwe rucio niturathie thingira. Reke tukinyie thaa kenda ithu tigurie kamurati nigete gatirio ngari-ini. Niki kirayo kumakia ithi tu ihwa turatwara. Niki kirayo kumakia. Uratwara ihwa nigetha utige kuimba muno guo uimbaga. Kuiba ni kwega. You know, sometimes you need your mandazis to swell. You know, you need some yeast. You know, swelling is good. It's not a bad thing. Uibo ti moru. Ukurigana ni haharagia na uibo. So now, aikorwo ni gategwo uraroka gutwara, then you should be preparing. Okay, de atwara gategwo gaka igarathimo ni mama. Okay, so toni rucio ri umuthi digo club ni maturaroka juma na Friday night is Fridays ruled by Venus, love and appreciation, but still I not go. So eke umuthi tulize eke hore karuhya gwakwa umuthi eke ngore wa Muthaka njire rucio tonire igongona ri ingihariria atia eke ndimwirorere eke thi YouTube channel yake eke ndimuhurire thimu eke njarie na soul group ni ingi ndimurie rucio ndira igongona rihana eke nyua karuhya. You know what I'm saying? So you are preparing so that when you go to do that ritual, it works for you. Because remember, you are the ritual and it starts in the mind. The mind is an awareness that doesn't change. Na hakuna kitu mbaya kama wasting a good mind. Okay? Kwa modu amani we man tamenya mani ndahuthagira hakiri. You feel bad because they are wasting their brain. Modu egwe hakiri nyegira ni aregire wera. You see, because the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Now, wakihariria wakiroka igongona. Nake mukugongonerire kigongona mugongoni kigongona noragongonerwo ri ahana atia ena wigiririki wa gukorwo akiruta magongona ni mundu wa muthemba uriku. For example, Ni hari andu mithemba 100. Remember ni muwe kugite ni andu igana rimwe. We ni urumagirira njenga wa muthaka 100 ni kuga atia, ni kuga ni imwe. But you are taking one, that individualism, you are putting it in a space, which is 0, it becomes 10. We put in another bigger space, which is 0. Spaces within spaces becomes 100. One, when you take one, you add into a space, and another space, it becomes 1 times itself 100 times, depending on the space. Ni urarumirira. Godu warumirira, ni ukurumirira. Share the video, comment on the video, put it on other pages, or whatever. Is all I'm asking. Be sharing. Be in the energy of don't just take, give. You take something, you give something, and this is just a share. Now, andu cigana rimwe matathiaga mugumo-ini ni ukuigua hatiathiaga mundu gitaigua, aka a deaf person. Now because you are so stuck on the physical, you think a deaf person is a person who cannot hear. They know. No, ririkane mundu gitaigua ni mundu utaiguaga uria arerwo, ni mundu wendete gossip. If someone loves gossip, kiu ni gitaigua. Todo everything they hear, they tell. You're supposed to listen, not tell. But if they are listening and telling, kiu ni gitaigua. Todo negocia kirashia gitiguaga gitiigagira. So that person who is into gossip, in the esoteric world, that is someone who is deaf. Because nothing sticks to their ears. Everything bounces their ears. Aiguaga aciheanite, ni ka mucene gaitu. Okay, kaiguaga kaheanite, ni ka gossip king. Men are gossiping nowadays. Instead of having thought, waigua kaundu inonya dumie ria ndirakuonagia haria meni ni ku dumie yo ni ya muthaka iyo ti ya muthaka we ni kiuranjira we dumie ni ya muthaka. You see, we nduiguaga we wigetaigua we ndungithi mugumo-ini. Andu muthema ucio matingiathire. Okay, gossiping people. Tiga kuga ati mundu gitaigua wisi ati ni deaf person. Actually, the people who are deaf hear the most, because they are not distracted by the noises. That is why their other senses are sensitive. Aikarete ugu ni amenyo ni ngari. No imagine ugiri na muti na roga mawoka menyo ni ngari. Ucio ni muithiki na kamuti. So you can hear, but you're not hearing with your physical ears, other senses. And I'm not saying that being deaf is good because you're supposed to experience things, but sometimes you don't need to experience everything. Ni kuri mundu rume yetagwo mundu githetho. Mundu githetha no akore mutumia no akore mundu rume. Mundu githetha ni mundu uriraga all the time. People who are always into their feelings, always crying. Anything that comes to them as men, they are crying. Ucio ni mundu githetha. You are crying for no reason. We hana dudu ere all ona mweka yanu kuweta dudu. Actually, I should even tap into that energy now. I'm about to teach. I'm about to go into another. Naririka na nyabura ni atigite govia ha ruo na kwanza ndathi na dudu reu. I'm bringing you high. Let's tap into this now. So ucio ni mundu ani govia ha nyabura atigire haha kuvio muthe ni oguthomithia na I'm going to air nyambura's thing and tap into that frequency of turning my neck to my back, seeing the 360. They say them the same way an owl does. Toni dagweta dudu. Nyambura Kenya muno ya kwihiga gwatia riu. Enda kugoithia niki govie no enda guthomithia nayo. Come on Nyambura now. How do you do this? Oh. Ni toy. Kaigiragio na guku. Kaigiragira na guku. Kaigira na guku. Riu ni kun Nyambura ngeje. How you don't know? Let me show you. Agekirire tene. Nyambura is paying attention to this. Me, I'm not. I'm paying attention to other things, bigger things. So shout out to Nyambura for leaving this in the car. Today we are going to teach you this. Now, ugakigua mundu githetha ni mundu uriraga for no reason. Uraiguaga dudu otuku an owl. Ukaigua nikio etendagwo nikio eragwo ni evil tondu ukaga kurira for no reason. Okay? Mundu gitondoiri ndangiakinyire mugumo-ini. Okay? Mundu gitondoiri ni kuga atia. Ucio ni mundu kiu ni ta gikuo. Uririkane kimbu gia tumo karugano ka ndamuheire. Derirwo ni kaba gikehura. Gikehura ni kiario ni utumitwo. Gikona gigikaria ni gugite atia anga gugite ndeirwo gikanjia ringi. Derirwo. So kebu brings death in that mythology because you are not sure of your steps. Okay, mundu umegitondo-iri hatiri undu urikagia. Mundu umegitondo-iri ni mundu wa muthemba uriku? Ni mundu urakugongonera na agakuhingisa. Igongona riri riagirwo ni guthio. Ugathi ukaruta igongona rikahingicana, ugathi ukerwo igongona riri riari wikiona no nae na ndwekire. Ugacoka kwi mundu mugoci ukamwira andu anjiri yako ati ndariganirwo ni gukwira. Ucio ni mundu umegitondo-iri. Kiu ni kibu. It is going to lead you to death. Tondu nyingi ni wanja ati agocokera igongona mutura mucokagira magongona nginya ri. How long do you keep repeating these patterns and rituals? Ona uracokera niki? Ni ngai uriku ucio utarona we ni kuhitithio. Urahitithio. Etikire rikinyanire. Tondu we wi mwana maundu-ini ma kiroho. Spiritually you are a child. Okay? Na nikio ibuku rikwiraga only the children can come to the Lord. So all that pains and tribulations falls on the one who's entitled. Mugongoni ucio urakuhitithia niwe ukuaga mahitia mau maku mothe. Koguo ikuru ocokera igongona ona niwe wagu ni gukuriha igongona riu to niwe wakuhitithirie. Ni thayo kuringana na woni wa Njenga wa Muthaka. Ogo ni gucokera igongona wekithitie mundu murihe igongona riu tondu we niwe wamuhitithirie. We niwe wamunyitite guoko. Tiga kumwira ati igongona ritina kinyanira. Ragire gukinyanira niki tondu we uritongoretie we mundu rume gitondo-iri. You are like a chameleon. Riu ria kuhengerekano cia andu matakinya mugumo-ini no gitikira kia mugumo-ini. Mundu rume gitumumu. We have the case of the blind leading the blind. Ugakora ati mundu ni araita mbogo, mundu ni atongoretie ruriri, no we mwenye ona ndo araita mbogo niki? Araita to ni citagwo. Ukamuria ni mathaa ma kung'ethera kirima turicokie ngoi-ini mugaking'ethera. Wamuria tung'ethagira na kuu niki? Ndoi. Ti niguo maitho maitu mekire. Niguo mekira no niki? Kuu niku? Niku kuu turorota. What direction is that? On the monad, on the 360, on the calendar. What is the significance of that? What is us facing east? What is east? What is west? Ithuiro. Ni kuga atia oguo? Rigiset. Rigicoka ngoi-ini. Ni kuga atia? Rigithua. Kumuga riua rigithua. Ni guthua. The sun is limping. The sun is becoming weak. The sun has been injured. That mythology of shooting the arrow into the ankle. It's limping. The sun is weak. Riua riria riri high iguru, brightness, consciousness. When it starts moving, it starts getting a fade, an orange, that mass energy, that passion, that red, that passion, that passion, that red energy. Okay? That fire, that impulse to do something is traveling. As it travels, it starts fading. By default, it has to gain orange. Uria wonaga wekira ngari indicator gana hazard. Ngari urahura hazard no nginya cikorwo ci orange. Kuga atia? Ti brake ready. Tondu wakinya brake ni ready ndirathie. No tondu ni irathie na ti njega ri ni hazard ni orange. Orange wakora ngari ki uraza ndutige gwetinda urumirio na ni arahura hazard umwerere. AKA he can stop at any point. Matatu rucini cithia cikihura hazard rucini ni rashawa. Thaa 11:16 niki irakuonia niyo ndirenda guthio no njike anything ni rashawa. You get what I'm saying? Everything is connected. Now, when the sun gets injured, rigithua no nginya rigie na orange. To ni guthie rirathie na ni rianje gukweherera. It's no longer giving you that passion. So it has to turn orange, what you call a sunset. And that is why you love going and watching a sunset. Kira kia muthenya ungi. Mundu kigoci ndangiakinyire mugumo-ini. Uguo ni kuga atia? Kigoci ni what you call a cripple. Ni mundu wina wathe. Ni mundu wina kaundu kena nduma. If you're not using your legs, spiritually it means your wheels. Magoro. Your wheels, what you use to will things into existence, W-I-L-L, what you will into this world, kiria wikurukagia, going to the wheels, revolving, something that is moving, your chakras, your energy points that are always rotating, those wheels, it means one of them has stopped moving. So something is in balance. That is why you cannot use your legs. Your chakras are not moving. They are stuck. Okay? So where do gethi mugumo-ini? We mundu kigoci. Ni thayo. Na nikiona C, you are containing something is in cripple. Kigosi no ginya hagia na C, a container, a cup, anything with a C has to contain, has to hold all the way to kigosi. Now, nikuri aduago guaro amare arogi amade aduago abesa amade aduago akwenda kiria kiroka moko matina bata wa guteithia ruriri ucio nake ni muici ndangiakinyire mugumo-ini. Now, having given you those few examples, now I want you to take all that energy urute mugumo-ini urehe magongona-ini maria mwinamo. Kuri urathi gwitirwo mbuguri kana mundu urathi gukugongona no ngoda gwitira mbuguri ena wigiririki wa gukorwo gutongoria maundu mau. Ni mundu gitaigua a gossiping person ukirikia kuma ho ni anjia kuheana uhoro waku. Ucio ni athia tware mori na akiona muramuona arugamite na makari na mathiri niguo maingiire gwake. No, ucio ni mundu githetha ararira gukira hakwire na bara na no urakugongonera ukarigwo nao shit. Ungi ni mundu gitondoiri na no urakugongonera aracenjia every day. Iyo waku ni urakomire ireke ngukiririe, ni urakomire ireke ngukiririe, ona to kimuria ki urakiheire ogo urakoma ki uraheire oho wa toro urakomio niki wanakwira ogo komagio niki we no ukwira ukangukiririe ni tuthari ogo ucio ni wa boringi. What kind of deities or ancestors of things are you getting yourself into? That is the question. Tondu andu aingi marekora kundu ni kwaga umenyo. Huthira mwana waku ugi waku, what you call common sense. Ni wathi weru ati igongona itina kinya ni turi ricokere, no cio utanarikinyaniria no uraricokeria au cokerithio wakirehe indo iria warehe agacoka nyingi ikara wathi kuri igongona riria ri nturikerie ngeru nyingi na no urarika. Your esoteric lawyer, which is your common sense, should tell you mundu hena handu ena kaundu. Okay, mundu uyu ri uradongoria ri ni mundu gitumumu ona ni atarakinyonera tondu wa riri haria haratugia ri tutarakihona twinake koguo ndaranyonera koguo ni mundu mogo gitumumu otoria andu tacio matangiathire mugumo-ini ri ona undagu ni gukorwo akindongoria ugongoni-ini uyu. This is a case of the blind following the blind. Ndoka kwi mundu gitumumu anyonie njira. Haya ikedeka atia kuhuthira mwana waku wacoka ukahoya kirira kia ugi ni andu kahore thimu ni ndukaje the soul group. Just go to my page, people have been following me. Oriogi ya kurituhira ndio no ukena ndukaoke kunjuria kiuria simple. I don't want to answer simple questions. You can learn from each one, teach one. We've been doing this so that we can go into deeper things. But if you are new to the channel, there's also that chance to wakigate jaga muthakada the channel yake nyingi ugate dageda kujiu. No, if you are really new to the channel, I would suggest on the YouTube, we already how jaga muthaka the first videos. The other but still, even as I remind you, because I'm not telling you something you don't know, it's just that I teach and I remind you. No, need agarehe basics 101 together we catch up. So ndukaigua tigitwo na thutha ithayo riu ri kori kai agatanyina na mwana wa ngari akunyaga otayo. Uguo ni kuga ati mundu ra kugongonera ni agua gikorwo akimenya ona ni kuri mburi citarutaga magongona ukuringana na igongona ririku. Mburi ya kuma okavi kwi magongona angia kurutire, mburi ithahite kwi magongona angia kurutire. Nikiona nginya mburi ikirorongana ina mwana nda ndigathuki igongona ithayo. Mburi ya kuiwo ndigiruta magongona. So mundu ura kugongonera ni agu nukorwo akimenya kirira kiu giothe na ni agiru ni kurora nginya indo iria ciroka muci ucio ri ni ciarehwo ci cia igongona. nä nduthi kana whatever kuria uma or whichever way means they get there tondu we ndunagithira yaku tondu wingi na ngari ya ona nduikia mburi ona ndui kuria uri ruta wakiuga njeteria gaburi no mburi icio cioka ri ucio mugongoni ni ambite ni ari nginya ni kwamba kweherania mburi icio na kuria ciumite ino hihi ni yumite Sumari ino ni okavi ino hihi ni ya thogori ino hihi ni kuyua iyitwo already ni thahite mburi iyo igiuka hau ino nayo nginya ringi hatiri mundu wa kurangana ina kanada tondu hiyo na irakua ndahikio gutina mathaa mau no riri ni ciambe ukona igongona ria gucitheria njumura tieto ni ciakinyithia maguru kau ni ciathera ni kuri kungi cingikinyia maguru cithere the moment they get there ni yathera ona yetio ni yathera gokeria iyo no ti guothe so nigetha ukirutirwo igongona riri ritigatuike ria tuhu so umenyo cio wiku andu angi mathi magakunurwo go tegwo mundu ucio ni mukunure mugo mundu mugo mukunure and then wagikunurwo waheo mbugu ciaku alafu riu kanyanga kubwa githie na kuu riu gevange ukage mutua ruru ta andu ari angi yai korwo nduri hakuhi na mutua ruru no wagikunurwo wi Mumbathai mutua ruru ni githunguri kia waire ndungikinya na gutiramemerekio Facebook andona mundu wa kwekirira kiu ukurangirwo no ukwata atia kurangira aikorwo hati na andu aria mangi guteithia kurangira aikorwo nduona njenga wa muthaka ugucoka urangire atia ndu kuona ni hakwendwa andu makorwo na ugi nigetha ona ukioya mbugu ri watuika kwanyu ni kwina mbugu ni kuoyagwo mbugu ri if you become the custodian do you want to practice maybe it's not the right time for you to practice maybe you need to go through some more maturing spiritually, physically before you get to that point. Maybe you need more wisdom. Maybe you need bado kwamba kwejagira kirira kumenyaga maundu. Okay? The spirit world doesn't play around. Rego turari horo wa mysticism, mystics, magi, magic. The Lord works in mysterious ways. So that was a quick disclaimer on that. Thank you, Nyabura. That thing, to have inspiration. That was a quick disclaimer on how you're supposed to behave, or you're supposed to know these things, or you're supposed to question these things. Question everything. Together, one learn more, you have to question everything. You don't have to believe anything that they say or anything that you see. Those are called rules. And rules are man-made. Okay? Rules are meant to be broken. It just depends on how far you are willing. How far the percentage you are willing to go into. Don't just follow. The case of the blind leading the blind. Question everything. No akurie dogi uria kiuria. Irathi koragwo ndo tondu moment yo ni yaku niwe woire namba no wakinyari no wakora ndo uyu ni kuoya kiria ugikona mundu utarareka urie kiuria araguthire 10 then it's not working for you. You can go to someone who you can have a candid conversation about what is happening. You can laugh about it, because if you are trying to go back to the oneness, the beginning, the God, the all, then you should be feeling comfortable enough, not fear. Odoire tiguoya. We are not dealing with fear. We are dealing with mysticism, things shrouded in mystery, not fear. Anything that makes you feel fear is a demonic spirit. The only way you can make another spirit pay attention is by using fear. That is why the governments use fear on you. Fear of this. If you don't do this, this will happen. If you don't do this, this will happen. If you don't do this, we are going to take away your comfort. If you don't pay this, we are going to... So that is fear. And fear makes spirits pay attention. Big spirits know this. So that is what they use to manipulate people with. Fear of the unknown. Fear of inflation. Fear of fuel prices. Fear of high cost of living. Fear of shortage of fuel. Fear of... So now, any religion or cult or thing that you are doing but you are feeling fear, that's demonic. I said it. Any religion or government or legion of men or group of people or cult or church. Now I don't know what words I've used. I'm trying to be safe for the sake of the video. Thayo moro wa Kamau Mujiro. Thayo. Peter Dunia mani we nawe. So anything that you're doing and you're feeling fearful, matuada, that's a demonic energy, that's a demonic spirit. And when I'm talking of a demon, you have to understand what we mean by a demon. A demon is anything you get lost in. A desire can be demonic. This is whereby you say you love something too much, it kills you. Okay? So a demon, information, light that bends in on itself, becomes dense, becomes darkness, so you can't find your way inside there. So you are lost in that thing, you are lost in your desires, you are lost in your cult, but you can't seem to find the light. You are fearful, there's no light, you are feeling naked, you need the apron like the Masons, you need to cover your head. Niravatara kunika somewhere, in some way, shape or form. You need the leaves in the Garden of Eden because you are feeling naked. You have eaten the forbidden fruit. You need the Mason's apron to cover your nakedness. Okay? You need to put on a robe for some priests. You need to put on a mitre. You need to put on something for the bishops. Okay? Okay? Anything that makes you feel that you need to cover yourself, cover your nakedness, is demonic, is being led by a desire. You know what I'm saying? So, see a video not to that was a quick public announcement on a Wednesday or day of commerce, communication, abituka hizo. Shout out to the whole subconscious community. Shout out to you soul group who is watching. Shout out to everyone who's watching. The title says, the book says, my people shall perish for lack of knowledge. I didn't say that. It's in your Bible. It's in your title. Ciana ciakwa cikora nĩ kwaga ũmenyo. Naguo ũmenyo wĩkũ? Why is this wisdom that we need to know? Why is this knowledge that we need to find? Why is this forbidden knowledge? Why is all this never seen before, hidden by the people who want to control it and keep people in circles and loops and metaverses and timelines? Rĩu nginya hĩndĩ ĩrĩa nyingĩ tũkũcemania haha, mwene nyaga atũhe mĩhũmũ teo ndahihia, tũthondeke kahinda gaitũ gakinyanĩre, tũrunge 2-3, nguga ta mũthamaki togno ũrĩugaga, thiĩ na wega tigwo na wega citikagĩria tuonane. Shout out to Togno. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Big spirits, you know, it's not what you do, it's how you do it, because through you people can access this, through you people can connect to this, through you become a switchboard. You're connecting the right people esoterically, and it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So you will never be less. So Togno will never be less, you'll always be more. Just because you are being used as a vessel, you are allowing yourself to be used as a vessel, connecting people, okay, channeling, making a few thousand people connect to this person. That is big. Ucio akirite mundu ruga ni aratungata ruriri no aratungata andu 20 muthenya umwe. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Now they have decided to call me. Now they have decided to call and I'm doing a video. I'm not picking it. I'm not picking it. Utikua yeo. We cannot talk about demons and then allow a demon to come through and destroy a video. No. We cannot accept that phone call. Tutigia lihoro a demon time and then someone calls. Just because now that feels like it's the most important thing to call. Not on my channel. Not when I'm live. Okay? The ones that don't know, I know them. As you need to join Agamura, hey, what in your video? And then I get back to the video. But those ones, some others, we don't give them that chance. You know what I'm saying? So you do have a beautiful day. Time for Jagamo that to go and do a few other things. I may be in Roaka from around 2:30 to 3. So if you're around Roaka, check. Mudaka no okro Roaka. Maybe be in Roaka. You never know. Nidayo. Always time for a catch up. To go each one, teach one. Teamwork make the dream work. Share the videos. You can also make videos. You can take it, remix it in any way, shape, or form you want, and push it out there. As long as you are teaching, as long as you are pushing out there. Okay? Take it, put in some remix, teach. If you're not going to share my video, then you be the teacher. Share that energy. I'm not going to ask you about copyright. No. No thought is an original idea or thought. Even what I bring to you, I catch it. Okay? It's secondary. I'm catching it from somewhere as a thought. I'm catching it from somewhere as the feelings. I am not my thoughts. I am not my feelings. I am the observer. So, nothing new under the sun. Whatever I'm saying is nothing new. I just caught it. So you can also pick it up, remix it, and push it out there. If you want, you can credit. That's why I always shout everybody, even in my pages. Always shout out the person you get something from. Just shout them out. Hey, no it's not what you do, it's how you do it exactly. It's how you do it. It's not even what you do, it's how you do it, Because this world, we're in a world whereby you're supposed to act a certain way. For you to be someone, you have to be acting in a certain way. You have to have PhD, EGH, MD. So you think that the world is that, yet God is all possibilities. AKA, you don't need titles to see God. You don't need someone to behave in a certain way, some structure, some rules that you have made up. Because the last time I checked, God uses prostitutes, whores. Even in the Bible, God used the vilest of the vilest people. God was using rapists. God was using people who are sleeping with their children. And I'm not saying you sleep, I'm teaching, I'm reminding you. That is wrong. But I'm just saying that in that Bible that you swear by, the stories there, if you read them properly, you'll understand what I'm saying. It's not what you do, it's how you do. Jokerege. It's not what you do, it's how you do. And a perfect example is in that book that you are reading every day. Read your Bible. It says that. Read it every day. Read that book. But if you know how to read the book. Okay. The last time nidakurikania guthoma ibuku riu all along. Jagamuthaka don't go into war with anyone. They are still reading the book. Give them time. Some people need to read the book for 400 years, other 500 years, other need to read it for 600 years, aka hear the same gospel over and over for 600 years, 6 lifetimes. So don't judge. That's why I say I don't judge, so that I don't want you to judge me. Okay? Thou shalt not cast stones at Jegamo, the corner dakuririkania. Okay? Thou shalt not let bystanders attack Jegamo. Those are my commandments. Those are my 5 commandments. You should have your own commandments. Who gave you the 10? Do you agree to the 10? Did you agree to the 10 commandments? Were you consulted? I talked to my father. You're supposed to be talking to your father. Not everybody's father. Your father. Your father's star. Father away. That is why you are saying, our Father who art in heaven. Our Father away. Father, more expanded. Something that was there before you. So many times before. Agemakuga millions of years. Age thousands. Age hundreds. Father away. Our Father who art in heaven. Farther as a distance. More expanded. Now, in the spirit world, there's nothing like distance. There's nothing like far or near. We only have what you call distance and closeness, aka distance and closeness, because you can be in the same bed with someone but you are very distant. You are sleeping with them 5 years, you have never had sex. So though you are close in bed, you are lying to everyone, you have a happy marriage, you don't have sex. So you're having a distant relationship. So in the spiritual world, we only have distance and closeness. You can also be having someone who's overseas in the Arab countries, South Africa, in the North, in China, in Japan, in India, in China. Yet you are texting every day. You're exchanging nudes every day. So you are feeling closer to that person. So you are closer to them. So in the spirit world, we don't have that far or close. We have distance and closeness. So now, when we say our Father, we are talking of something that is farther away, aka more expanded. Because you can be expanded, aka big, but feel small. Because we know people who are big in life, they have everything, they have all the money and everything, but they are small. They have no confidence. They can't speak in public. So it's about distance and closeness. We have people who have nothing when you compare to this world, but they are more outspoken, they are more outgoing, they are more vocal. Kamuru kau ni kanire gukia mugambo munene karagia andu othe magakira. Shout out to Mwangi wa Gatanga. Shout out to Mwangi wa Gatanga. Ni mtu wa umbo mdogo, but his mindset reaches many, all the way to the point everyone is copying it. So for all those people who are copying Mwangi wa Gatanga, at least see him. At least tag him as Mwangi wa Gatanga. Don't copy his work and just say Gatanga mind. No. Copy and say, copied from Mwangi wa Gatanga. Give him credit. You know what I'm saying? Just that. As easy as that. Don't make him feel like he's spewing all this knowledge and is being taken advantage of. He has another mzepo. Okay? He has a dick. That's a whole 8th house. That's a whole animalistic thing. They decide kidai kione kigane. Onadwa dai kida matira appreciate enough. Now who loses? I'm saying so. Let me go and refill my water bottle. Then I can get out of here. So that I can also leave your screens. So that you can also go out there. Commerce Day. Wednesday. Day ruled by communication. Day ruled by commerce. That is why all markets happen on Wednesday, most of them around the world. So go make your money. Go communicate. Go share. You can communicate without saying anything. You can have a happy face. You have the happiest face at the market. I don't know kukurira wigwa mundu aki ayura mutumia na agahuthagira mithaiga meni agitokora thoko nendia nina, because you are communicating without saying anything. You have a smile. Customer idikuhituka. Customer, you're smiling at the customer. The customer is like, oh wow, akona roho mzuri, wacha nimnunulie. Pengine wale wengine walikuwa ananao kwa gedwathire kuhutiero kama ununui usiguze. So already ya ba maketho kwa ligo okay doka thoko eriko. Now agithia ko nawe ginya nego smile. Ura police tu doka mutheki. Karibu customer. Just communication and you're selling more. Use the energy of today Wednesday. Thayo.